This could be a big mistake.
Mistake?
If they could do that to a wall, imagine what they could do to our heads.
For sure. And our heads are nowhere near that thing.
Speak for yourself.
Turtles.
Yeah, and we didn't make that hole, you wacko.
Oh, no.
Happy New Year to all you wonderful shellheads out there. Welcome to the first edition of Turtle Talk for 2022. I thought I'd open up with this beaut of a shot. This is the updated turtle display. I will be working it out on how the hell to actually film in front of this because right now I'm over here. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you guys, I haven't been blowing smoke up your butts. I have been working on this. There's a little extra up there that I still got to light and a little extra down there that I got to light. But without further ado, I'm going to make a quick introduction to my fellow host, the madman of the ring. We got Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hey, that is unbelievable, dude.
It's a start. It's a start.
It's a start. That is a display that I think everybody in the chat, me included, is very, very jealous of. And someday, I don't even think we dream of doing that. You have a display that I don't think is achievable by most of us. That is,
it'll be dope.
Unbelievable. I'm every time I see it, I'm in shock of it. It's unbelievable, man.
See, I'm telling you, someday, Dan. We're finally going to get together. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk turtles in person. It's going to be cool.
Oh, that would be great. I would love to just have you over and you could just help me. We could spend maybe 4 to 9 hours unboxing all of my NECA figures.
Road trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Get something done.
Let's do this.
How are you, man? It's been a while.
I will be down your way in April. I'm just saying.
For what?
Kane County.
We'll talk more. April is the busiest month of the year for me, but we'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've been on. I missed last month.
I know you've been a busy fellow. You've been around.
Yeah, November and December of last year were the best months of probably my life and honestly the worst month of my life. It was very hectic and it just kept me busy the entire time. So I'm sorry that I missed last month. I'm very happy to be back this month. And Connor is very pissed off that he had to go to bed early, and we have to get him off of his
winter schedule.
His winter schedule, his winter break schedule, and start to getting his sleep schedule back on track so he can be ready for Monday at school.
Right on. That's kind of funny. But we do have a third man. Yes, there is a third man.
Oh, whose side is he on?
Is the legendary David Tussler. What's up, dude?
Hey.
Welcome.
What's going on, Tussler?
How you doing?
Another guy with an amazing backdrop.
There we go. I feel a little bit better now. Now it's kind of back to somewhat normal.
We like your display.
I thank you. I'm very proud of it. There we go. But yeah, so I'm trying to devise a way to be able to film and also be able to see the chat and everything. Real quick, 3 men, 4 turtles. I'm just saying, Austin, you could hop on if you really want. Good evening, Mr. Ryan Clark, Mr. Allmine, Mario, Mike, c'est magnifique. Hell yeah, it's time to talk some turtles, cowabunga dudes. Bought the pizza box 4-pack and somebody shook the crap out of it. Oh no! But I believe that's what you picked up, David.
Yeah.
Talking about.
This one here.
I believe it is that one. So Tussler has all the goodies to unbox tonight.
Great.
But real quick, we have a boatload of stuff to cover from this past month. So I figure we'll kind of dive into that. Comics, I agree. But real quick, we'll go to this beauty. So as some of you may have seen, there was Happy New Year, Quinn.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody.
Real quick, the video game series checklist came out, and while we know most of these on here, there are a few new faces that got added.
This was a good month. I think they do this every December. Is this what they do?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
So I mean, we were kind of expecting this, but that makes sense. Yeah, prepare get your funds ready to go. So what's the new stuff for the arcade?
Technically, these 5. Armagon we've already seen from Loot Crate.
Oh, sure.
Granitor and Trag we saw in 2018 at San Diego, and they are finally being released. They were part of kind of the tease.
I can't wait for that shark.
So they actually have new head sculpts. I think Granitor's is the same, but Trag's is definitely, I don't know, it looks different to me. Or maybe it's just the helmet's down further. And then 2 new foot soldiers.
Is that what Trag looked like in the game?
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind he was 16-bit. So, you know, it's a little less obvious, I guess. And then moving down to Mirage, we definitely have seen all these before, but the Mutant Claw Shredder.
That's badass,
from Loot Crate. But this is the first look at the Mirage Fugitoid in all his glory. And I have to say, I could not be happier about that.
That's pretty awesome.
That rules. Fugitoid's always been a favorite. What up, Kyle? How's it going? Turtle power? Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Those Mirage-style turtles are incredible. I'm so glad I bought them back in the day. I'm hoping we see a re-release because all of these were exclusive. Well, all of these except for the core 4 were exclusives. And I know Tussler. I think you have all of these, don't you?
Yes.
Oh wow.
So he's a lucky man. I actually was lucky enough. I have a bootleg set of these, but I have a legit set of the black and whites that are on my turtle display.
Now, which do you prefer? The ones in color, or the ones in black and white? I'm on the fence on both sides. I don't know which one I'd rather have.
I love the black and white because they're so indicative of the original comic. These were some. I would argue that these were some of the first. Like, hey, we're going to try and make it look like artwork. We're going to try and make it look like it's a comic drawing jumped off the page.
A 2D figure, yeah.
Yeah. They
could even do another set of black and white with red bandanas, and I'd be all over that.
That would be dope. I would take that. I would take a straight re-release. They're just beautiful. I agree. Trevor from NECA alluded to a re-release of the Mirage figs on the Fushka. He did. Again, there's nothing set in concrete. So, again, that's why I'm just saying I would love it. But I'm just putting it out. Everybody put that out into the universe. Just re-release the Mirage Turtles.
I would love more Mirage stuff, personally.
Oh, hell yeah. I think there's a lot of meat on that bone. And I think they could go... I mean, they could be going just as deep as the cartoon line. Easy.
Yeah.
The problem is I feel like the market for those is more restrictive than the cartoon. Because the cartoon had such a wide audience. Whereas the early comics were not as popular and not as widely available, even though Turtle Mania was a thing.
It makes sense. I still want more Mirage.
Well, yeah, I'm with you, dude. Next up, Dan, I can't remember. Are you collecting the movie Turtles, or are you just strictly cartoon?
No, I'm movie. I'm not a completionist. I don't have the Spirit Splinter. I don't think I'm getting the April and Casey 2-pack. But I'm undecided. I mean, you're going to get to it. I'm undecided on these new Turtles that have come out. But I'm not a completionist. But I think these are the best figures they have.
Oh hell yeah! So we've seen most of these down here. The Farmhouse, April and Casey again, coming out hopefully sooner than later. I'll actually check the status of my order coming up here in a little bit because I am curious. I want all of these released, says Mr. Allmine. You sure the Mirage Turtles are upcoming releases? My Mikey has red-handled nunchucks, and the ones pictured are blue. Never know. I think those are the original prototypes, or prototype images. But
look at that stupid Danny. Look at that. That's
And, okay, they upscaled him for this.
Absolutely.
Photo. Like, I'm like, oh, you liars! Like that was one of my most disappointing figures of 2021.
That's a good call. Absolutely.
Moving over, Secret of the Ooze, we're getting them. We're getting the core 4 as standard releases. I hope. They haven't said how these are coming out exactly yet. They alluded to maybe a box set as well as the individual
that'd be
releases,
cool. Okay.
mimicking the other ones. Shoot, almost forgot the stream. Well, welcome, Panther.
I think everybody's pulling for. I mean, I believe everybody would be pulling for just a NECA unlimited pre-order, right?
Oh God, yeah. I would love that.
Awesome.
I would love if they did a San Diego exclusive like early release and put it in a box set just like the first VHS. So so eventually you could have all 3 VHSs.
VHSs. Oh, that'd be badass.
Which would be pretty rad.
Yeah.
Because I'm so stoked for these. I'm all in on those.
All right, yeah. Sell me on these. Is it just new head sculpts?
Apparently new head sculpts, new shell sculpts, forearm and lower legs.
Okay.
They look very similar to me. I watched the Foosh cast as well. I know a bunch of folks did when they were talking to him, and there was a lot of modifications also on the belt work and whatnot as well. Again, they're more subtle differences, but I think right now it looks like upper legs are the same. Honestly, the legs look the same to me, but apparently the shell, belts, and heads are all different, and they're going to come with multiple heads too, apparently.
Okay, so, I might, depending on what they come with, I might still jump on these.
I definitely am. The funny thing is, I'll get these. I'll put them in another cube. It'll look great. It'll be fun.
There you go. Yeah, you need them.
Standard Shredder. Very excited. Again, they showed this off. I want to say in October, with the prototype images. And at first, I was like, all right, we have Shredder. We also have other Shredder. Okay, he's in purple and has the Super Shredder like cape, just like he did. But the thing that sold me is he comes with the giant mutated dandelion from Secret of the Ooze as an accessory. And as a little kid, I could not comprehend that. Because I loved dandelions as a little kid, and my brain just exploded when I saw that in the movie. And I saw that image, and I immediately was like, they shall be mine.
Now, does that mean we're not getting the scientist?
I don't know, because rumor has it there's Kino too.
Okay, I'll take Kino.
No new info on my Casey and April Farmhouse 2-pack, no shipping info. Fair enough. I wish they were available for all retailers to order. As a retailer, I have an account with NECA and can only order the... Yep, and that's the same way with Hot Comics and Nerd Note, I know too. Hell yeah. Never. I don't have any movie turtles, so these being released is awesome for me, and the turtles are supposed to come with a bunch of accessories. Mikey comes with combat cold cuts. Agreed. Hell yeah. Secret of the Ooze isn't as beloved by the fans as the first movie Turtles, so it will probably be an unlimited pre-order. Again, I'll be very curious to see how these come. I don't care how they do. I'm just excited for them.
How do you feel on that statement that it's not as beloved as the original movie?
I think it's true, Mr. Allman. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. The only time we'll rag on you is if you're Kelly, but that's because she turned heel and then she went back to face, then she went back to heel again. She's going all Big Show on us. I don't think Secret of the Ooze. I think Secret of the Ooze was released at a fever pitch. Like when it was released, Turtle Mania was hot. Like all things Ninja Turtles were insanely popular. But I think the foundation of that was the movie and the cartoon. I feel like
obviously movie number one is the better movie, and I think just going into a blind, if I'm not a Turtle fan, I love the first movie better, right? But the nostalgia aspect, number two, is appealing to a fifth grader. You know what I mean? Like at the age, and I feel like I grew up loving that movie way more than any of the other two.
Dude, I'm the same way. Secret of the Ooze holds a lot of special memories for me, and that's why I'm so psyched for this. I would say that, again, a lot more people remember the 90 movie.
Yeah.
And then Secret of the Ooze, they're just kind of like, is that the one with Vanilla Ice?
You're not wrong.
But yeah.
Dave, the real question is, will they come with weapons?
Yeah,
they weren't able to use them in the second movie.
It's true, but I think they're coming with standard re-releases as well. They talked about combat cold cuts. They talked about, apparently Johnny's bow staff. fun.
Yeah, do we know all the accessories that come with them?
I don't think there's a comprehensive list
Okay.
put out, but I missed the gathering, the consortium last night, but this will work. Right on, Winter Saber. Welcome. Welcome, Frobofet. Turtles don't even use their weapons in Turtles 2. It's so lame back. I don't know if I should allow myself to buy another set of the NECA movie Turtles. I already have my ideal set. Well, you don't have to, and that's the cool thing. You don't, that's the neat thing with this line. You can jump in wherever you like. I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'll be picking these guys up. And then there's the line of Super Shredders. So many Super Shredders.
Yeah.
And then moving down, we got
these glorious bastards.
the musical mutagen tour. Oh, it's so good. It's so weird seeing them without their vests on. They look naked to me. But then moving down, we have official confirmation. Michelangelo as the Mummy and April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. I can't wait. I mean, there wasn't really any doubt, but we had seen those little teasers on the RAF package.
Have we gotten any sort of explanation as to how they picked what turtle for what character?
No, but they did say that there are several other figures that will be released.
Oh, that's okay. Good.
So we will get. I'm assuming we'll get a Donnie.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat last time brought up Casey Jones as Phantom of the Opera, and I kind of love that idea.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's the TMNT Universal Monsters crossover. Very, very excited. Oh, two of the turtles should come with fire extinguishers, right? Right. They already have the tooling. They said lots of snacks come with Mikey chips and crunchy candy bar. First film was an accurate recreation of a couple of issues. The comics, the second film had Vanilla Ice in it. But moving on from this, where we're going through the monsters, Mikey, of course, is my favorite. I'm very, very stoked because NECA also put out that they will be releasing this as an accessory set for the Universal Monsters mummy. And all I can think of is that sarcophagus is going to look real cool with Mummy Mikey popping out of it. I don't know if this slab comes with it. I know for sure it's the sarcophagus and the chest, and I think there was a couple other smaller bits. But for me, I'm going to have my Mummy Mike creeping out with a Bernie Wrightson hand. I'm very excited for that.
Quinn Comics in the chat is saying, but isn't the Bride of Frankenstein going to be Judith Hoag's likeness?
It is.
That's true?
Apparently.
Wow.
They approached which I'm stoked for that.
That is awesome. I love that.
I'm very curious if they will I don't think they ever confirmed it, but I want to see no, what's her name? Paige Turco. The April from 2 and 3. Winter Saber, return the slab. I'm a huge Universal Monsters fan. Classics never go out of style. You're damn right, Quinn. But yeah, so very excited. I know this is for the practical mummy figure coming out.
It's not like you don't necessarily have to put the Michelangelo mummy in it. I don't think it was going to fit.
You can kind of have him like half reaching out of it.
Anything, yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, Mike be able to fit in the sarcophagus. His shell looks pretty bulky. I'll find a way.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's not like you couldn't customize it. Absolutely,
it's true.
You just have him step out of it also, laying it flat.
Final fourth. Yeah, that's very true. You could have him climbing out like a bathtub. Popping over to the cartoon visual guide.
Around his waist.
So this one, for some odd reason, wasn't as high res, which is fine. But we know most of these guys. But focusing on we get the announcement of the neutrinos. And we also get the first look at a painted Usagi Yojimbo.
Yes.
Very, very excited for both those reveals.
On both of these, the neutrinos, do you think we're getting a 3-pack?
They did confirm we are getting a 3-pack.
Hell yeah!
And they will come with their hoverboards and several other accessories.
That's great. Okay. And then my other question on Usagi is he an ultimate?
I don't know. See,
that would be
the thing is they talked about that he'll be coming with a lot of cool accessories, but I don't remember much more than that.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, what up, Mixie? We can start now. Good to know. I may really need an Usagi. I'm all over that Usagi Yojimbo. They also said when they were talking about the licensing that there was the possibility of a comic version. So I'm curious if that'll come to fruition.
Cool. Okay.
Also, Trevor was talking about that he has a couple other foot soldiers worked up, like one cut completely in half, which I kind of like. So he was talking about trying to fit those in. But also down here we have Token Razar. In addition, the Crooked Ninja Turtle Goon, as well as the Rock Soldier Infantryman. So I'm really hoping these either come in 2-packs, one of each, or 2-packs of each. So like a 2-pack of the Crooked Ninja Turtle Goon.
Yeah, I think your idea of one of each is the way to go.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be maybe not a hard sell, but a hard sell to some at least to buy 2 of the same figure when they could just justify the single figure.
Yeah.
I think putting them both together is a very good idea.
Yeah, I think it'd be neat. Dave, you gonna play Backstreet Boys Everybody when you open? Maybe. No Zack the Fifth Turtle yet. They did tease that he's coming though. I need Usagi as Ultimates. Same with Chrome Dome, Triceraton, just to name a few. Oh, I'm down. Not to derail the NECA talk, but how great is that we were able to complete the core TMNT team for Super 7. Talk about a life goal. Oh yeah,
people got Donnie, right?
Oh yeah, they are right up there.
Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect.
They have not left the desk area yet. I've been playing with them too much. I think in Fushcast interview, NECA rep said that due to licensing issue, Usagi had to be single packed as a deluxe.
Well, I'll take
it. And they were talking about coming with a bunch of stuff, but I don't think they revealed anything specific. He said 2-packs for one of each. Okay, that was a very long interview, and it feels like a lifetime ago at this point. But thank you for covering my butt with that. It is insane to see just how many figures we've gotten in this cartoon line.
Absolutely.
It is also beautiful. I mean, that's been the fun thing. You look at the movie line, you look at the video game and the Mirage line. I mean, this is a really fucking comprehensive.
It's a lot of turtles.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question, and this is for both you and Tussler. What does your target look like in the NECA section?
At least
turtle-wise.
One or 2 of Muckman, 1 or 2 of Mondo, 1 or 2 of Chrome Dome, and the Frogs.
Okay.
And you got Wingnut, ground chuck.
Yeah, Wingnut screw. Yeah, the dirtbag and the ground chuck are there. Does that have? So what I'm getting at is, does that have you worried for the line? These originally would sell out and immediately when it was the core turtles, Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady, all those sets. Now we're having guys sit around on shelves for a month at a time.
And but the thing is, every time there have been like peg warmers per se, like they do eventually sell, like but they never somehow go on clearance. So it's like,
yeah, I don't know what NECA's strategy is with that.
Yeah, people are picking up Target TMNT equals not a bummer. The NECA Pizza Monster is a great figure. I have them strewn about the display. That figure is insane.
Yeah, I really like that figure. That Pizza Monster is awesome.
Right. One last bit of news before we move on. The pre-order, the endless pre-order of the Ultimate Foot Soldier and the Mousers. I passed on the Ultimate Foot Soldier, but I did pick up 2 of the Mousers.
And this is the same Foot Soldier from months ago, right?
Yep, the Ultimate.
I also passed on that.
So, but yeah, stoked that. I think that's open through January 4th.
Yes, correct.
I think so. The peg warmers are the ones that had pre-orders, so they did not need to sell as many in store. True. Which they kind of screwed themselves in that instance. But
the frogs don't fall under that. The frogs were, they were available in stores first, and then I think they had a pre-order.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, no, because the pre-order went up for the frogs, the second set of frogs. And the funny thing was, pre-orders went up, and literally they hit the stores the same exact day.
That's what, yes. It was very, very quick, yes.
Because I remember hitting and confirm order, and my buddy Matt from Tiny Ming Tuesdays texts me a picture and goes, "Hey man, you looking for these?" And they were on store shelves. I'm like, shit.
Shoot, could have saved $15 on shipping. Yeah, and that's the reason I stopped ordering from NECA's site. Because of that. I didn't pick up Ground Chuck. I didn't pick up the Wingnut set. I waited on those until Target because I was just assuming that it was going to be the same story. Now the Mousers I'm going to pick up. I will be ordering those before the 4th. But everything else, I just saved the $15 on shipping and just hopefully cross my fingers for a Target score.
They pop up. I know like the Pizza Monsters are rumored to be starting to hit stores out west. Same thing with the Channel 4 or Channel 6 news pack.
Okay.
But I haven't seen any pictures of the Channel 6 news pack in store.
Same.
So I'll be very curious to see once that starts dropping. I completely missed that it was going to be in store. So I just
assume everything is going to be in stores.
Oh, I see NECA TMNT regularly, but they do move, but are still easily available, except the Disguise 4-pack. I watched it sit on a shelf for all of 30 seconds. Those have started to restock in this area, which is wild. Like I've been finding those every now and again. I do want to throw this out real quick. My awesome friend Renee made my wife and I matching turtle scarves.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is my son's, so it's a little small. Mine's actually out in my car. But big shout out to Renee. I know
that's the small one. That's hilarious.
Yes, this is the smaller one. Mine's about double the width. So yeah, I just wanted to say thanks.
There you go. Merry Christmas.
So I waited 10 months for the animated Slash and leather headset. That's too long. Yeah, some of those pre-orders.
And that's with any company. Oftentimes pre-orders now are a year plus. Super 7 is very, very bad.
What? Oh yeah, you just got Racking and Burn.
Yeah, like a couple 2-3 weeks ago, they finally showed up because I wasn't able to get them in store.
Yeah, that's wild. I like that they went back and made some of those more readily available. I also enjoy that they straight up said, hey, there is another version of April coming out, so I'll be very curious to see what that is. Those Disguise sets are supposed to hit the NECA store in about a week. Huh. Right on.
I thought they already did.
They did for pre-order. I don't think they've shipped from...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, no, I the funny thing is I have one of those Turtle in Disguise sets sealed still because I'm planning on making wrestling figures out of them, or the wrestling versions. I actually got my Cuddly the cow mask for Halloween or for Christmas, so I will be working on that probably on Tiny Ming Tuesday in a week or two. It's gonna be ridiculous. Long pre-orders are not good for companies because it gives us more time to change our minds and cancel them. Unless they have the cancellation policy where you don't get refunded.
Yeah, lock yourself in. See, that's the way to go. You make that commitment and you stick with it.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to think of what company it was, but they were just like, no, if you cancel, okay, we just won't send you one. And it was like this big controversy last year.
And that should be.
But no, I know, but it was just that thing of like, whoa, like it was like, oh, like it was like someone pooped in the soup. Like it was bad news bears.
Yeah, right.
But the same with the Anthrax and
Scumbug.
That's the only set I'm waiting on, right? That's the only set that's currently out there.
A-Stuck and Mutagen Man.
I got them.
Okay.
Nope, this came in.
Okay.
But it's Anthrax, Scumbug. Those are ones that
the other one during that week was the Pizza Monster. It was that week where they did that month where they did one a week. It was the Pizza Monster, then A-Stuck, and then Anthrax, and then it ended with April. Is that right? Like movie April.
Yeah.
Quinn just sent me this. This is a redecoed custom TMNT van mystery machine. That's very cool.
That looks awesome. Scale wise, that's great too. That doesn't take up a ton of space. That's very nice.
Plus, it's narrow. It's a very narrow vehicle. That is one that I wish I would have picked up like 2 or 3 just to F around with, just because they were cool. But yeah, I don't know. So it's been a very busy month. What do you guys have any cool turtle pickups? I know Tussler. I know you have your stash of goodies that came in this week. But what about you, Dan?
Like I said, I've had a very busy week. I've had a busy 2 months, 8 weeks. I haven't been going out and trying to pick up stuff. I mean, I've talked about this before. I do have a flipping business, and on top of that, I'm just a toy collector. So I'm constantly out looking for cool stuff to pick up, either for my collection or to flip. I think the only turtle thing that I picked up recently, it happened about a week ago, like last Monday or so. I took my son. Yeah, it was Monday because it was the Monday after Christmas. And I'm like, okay, holidays are over. I'd had a hell of the previous week was just a hell on my family. I'm like, okay, let's try to get back to normal. So I took Connor, my 6-year-old. Okay, let's go on my route. My route is Goodwill, post office, Target, and then a local like mom and pop thrift store. We went to all these places just looking for random cool stuff. Didn't find anything. And it was also the first snow that we'd gotten all year, really. I mean, at least all like this winter season. I don't remember beginning. Yeah, Wheeler, you know what this is.
Yeah.
So I am flying in and out of these stores, just trying to get in, look around real quick, get out, and then get back home because I know the snow is coming. And we get through all 4 stores, and at the end, at that mom and pop thrift store, as we're going through it, I look through the toy section real quick, and I don't see anything, and I start moving on. And then Connor goes, "Oh, Dad, what's that?" And he points to a shelf that isn't a toy shelf. It's just like a random, like it was next to like books. And I see the view that I got was this, right?
Yeah.
So I pick it up, and I knew what it was. It was a giant Rocksteady. I'm like, oh, geez. And I got super excited. We picked up the Rocksteady. I started looking around more. The Bebop was there. A very beat up Leo was there. And then to make it even better, I flipped them over, and on the bottom of the foot, they had a price tag of $3.50 each.
God, that's nuts.
I was in shock. I have a Leo. I think I have different versions of the turtles, like of their giant states. I think I already have I think the giant Leo is right over my shoulder.
Right there.
But I've never seen in person the Bebop and Rocksteady, so I was thrilled to find those. Those I know that they're pricey, but those are going in the collection. Honestly, I don't think if I didn't want to keep them, there's no way Connor would let me sell them. So I'm definitely keeping those. That was just it was probably my coolest turtle score that I've ever found.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it was all because of my kid. If Connor didn't spot them, I would have walked right out of there.
Oh yeah, always see.
Yeah, it was
Different
listen to your kids.
Here we go. Anthrax and Scumbag are the only NECA TMNT figures that I've gotten without any type of QC issues. Joints were good. Happy was absolutely spot on. Very happy with them. And dare I say, NECA is finally improving their QC issues. Bad news for my wallet, though, because I'll probably start buying more.
I didn't know anyone had received Anthrax or Scumbag.
Yeah, I've seen pictures, but I thought they were pictures of like them like from NECA. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. Yeah, not in somebody's house. Comics, that's amazing if you did. I'm going to look that up real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tussler, you picked up some stuff, right?
I just received my Super Sets.
Oh, awesome.
You say it so nonchalantly. you got the latest. Oh, just show the goods, David.
Yeah, what do you got? Let's see this.
Show the goods.
Just got the latest wave. Here's a Muckman. I haven't opened them yet. I was waiting until you guys.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Hell yeah. Guys, I'm sorry I cheated.
Look at a monster
Chinese distributor.
That makes more sense.
Look at that guy.
Look at that big bastard.
Look at how big Joe Eyeball is.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not right. There we go.
There we go.
Look at that. Jesus.
He's heavy too. He's got some mass to him.
Well, that was before we went live. I was laughing because you were just like, "Look at this big son of a bitch."
I had him. I was holding him and Casey Jones, one in each hand, and I'm like, God, man, one's like 3 times the weight.
Yeah.
And then here's Casey.
That's cool.
These are really cool.
Absolutely. I do. I love this line, but I feel like my wallet can only justify NECA or Super 7s. And in my head, I already have the vintage line set up, so I don't need duplicates of them. Yeah. Although I realize these are much cooler.
I understand that, but my brain is not capable of not having that.
It sucks having to look at these because these things are gorgeous.
Yes, they are so cool.
Holy shit.
I love the fact that you still get that original weapons rack.
Yeah, the sprue tree.
Right.
Yeah.
Quinn Comics just threw in the chat. I'd gotten in the TMNT Power Rangers Shredder figure in just before Christmas, and 4 cases sold out within 7 hours. Great figure. That's nuts. Like I keep seeing people getting their hands. Well, Tussler, you and I were talking about that, where it's like, how are they getting these?
I know. We pre-order them from the place that distribute. They're supposed to make them, and we get them last.
Yeah. Don't get it. And
then here's the last one. Here's Mondo.
Ooh. I laughed because one of my friends pointed out, he's like, oh my God, Mondo Gecko's head is so big. And I'm like, he's supposed to be a teenager. He's supposed to be like awkward looking. Like, it makes sense if you think about it.
That skateboard.
Comics has a review of Anthrax and Scumbag up on his channel, so check out Comics 107's YouTube channel.
Well, how did he get those, man?
I don't know. Oh, he said Japanese.
He said, the Chinese distributor.
Can't wait to pose my Mondo Gecko with a skateboard. Yeah, good thing I pre-ordered the TMNT MMPR lines then. Yeah, I have them all on pre-order, so I'm just sitting here itching for them.
Same here. I thought they looked very cool.
Deku, they'll pop up in stores, man. Don't worry about it. So yeah, are you gonna grip and rip them?
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure what you guys are gonna do. I'll just do this in the background and you guys get.
Hold up. I honestly don't. Well, you know what? I actually have one thing I can open up, and you know what it is? What?
Any preference? Which one do you guys want to see first?
I'm wide open.
Let me see Muckman.
Muckman?
Muckman. Yeah. I have a problem because I have another pizza monster to open up.
Nice.
So how many is that total for you? Three. That's the way to do it. You need 3. It's
that was the funny thing is they showed 3 in like all the marketing for it, and then they're like, but max order 2. It's like, no,
not a fan, right?
Oh, GameStop sent out some pre-ordered shredders to people. I only managed to get their Aff and Foot Soldier, unfortunately. Damn, that's still so wild to me. Hey, Merkin, how's it going, man?
Hey, Merkin.
But yeah, I will say, Dan, if you need help restoring those or got any questions, holler.
I definitely will.
I have fixed up many a set of those.
They're definitely like scuffed up all over the place. Leonardo's the worst, but he's the one honestly I least care about.
Yeah, they're loved. That's all.
They absolutely are loved. I even made sure I talked to the guy who was running the store at the time and was stocking shelves. I said, "Do you have any more turtle stuff? Did you get anything?" And he goes, "No, we only got the 3 big guys." So I know that it wasn't like somebody came in and grabbed like a Raphael or something. I cleaned them out of everything they did get in.
Oh, Mark McGee got the Super 7 Donnie the day before. I have not had good luck on QC on my Super 7 stuff so far. Oh, damn.
I haven't heard any QC problems with Super 7 stuff. What problems are you having?
Some people have loose hips.
Really? That's a shame.
I haven't noticed anything.
My wrap was the only one that I had that issue with, and Metalhead. My Metalhead was
really. I'd never heard anything on him. Okay.
I haven't had any issue.
The wear on Leonardo.
Oh.
Yeah, it's rough. It's
AHD Toys on YouTube has videos of the Shredder and the Leo/Donnie 2-pack. The Blue Ranger suit on Leo looks incredible. I am very excited to check those out. I kind of want to go in blind to them, like the TMNT MMPR figs. I don't know. It's that thing of like outside of seeing the prototypes, it's kind of exciting when you can get a product in hand and you're excited and surprised. Oh, Quinn Comics, Dave, I pulled the trigger on the Super 7 TMNT van.
Oh, wow.
That'll be next year, 2023. I don't remember.
As of now. How has Super 7 been while you guys are unboxing? How has Super 7 been with their pre-order stuff? I don't want to say crowdfunding, but like my biggest issue with pre-ordering with Super 7 was the Masters of the Universe movie line.
Yeah. That just got delayed to hell.
It just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. I gotta think. I want to give Super 7 as much of the benefit of the doubt as I can, but I gotta think with something that big and with their previous reputation that we might see some more of those delays. Man, that Muckman looks amazing.
You can still put slime in it too. It has all of the correct channel.
That's awesome.
Brain cap,
so
right?
Big. Jeez.
Is big. Oops.
Is
Joe Eyeball? Is he articulated?
Yes, his upper arms.
Amazing. Jeez.
They can move. His head can turn.
Oh, damn. Is it ball joint or is it just standard?
Yeah, it's a ball joint. There's not a whole lot of you can do with it, but it is a ball joint.
But still, it's a ball joint, yeah, on something that really shouldn't even move at all. That's great.
He looks great too. I mean, the detail on him, the little suckers on there, like an octopus and everything. I don't know if you can see that, but he's really cool.
Even look how good the teeth look. Even
yeah, the teeth are fantastic. It's just, he's looking at you.
Kind of. He's looking at you and you and you.
There's my original one. Or we'll do a comparison.
There you go. Damn it.
So, there's comparison.
Jesus.
That just looks like a 2-up. You know what I mean? Like that just looks like an enlarged version of it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and the paint apps are fantastic. All that garbage that he's got in his body, it's all
Yeah.
detailed. It's awesome.
I can't get over how tall that thing is. Are they all that big?
Well,
They're
like,
to
the
scale.
big guys are big now. Like, so if they were supposed to be big or scaled big in the show, they're big in the figures.
That thing looked huge compared to the like.
Yeah, and then there's his bazooka thing. Looks
Dead
just
on,
like the details on these things are just awesome.
So, there we go. Quinn, Super 7 had some delays, but overall, Brian Flynn has been pretty forthcoming with the information. I agree. I think that's the cool thing about Super 7. It is incredibly transparent when it comes to that stuff.
There's what he is next to a turtle, if you're curious.
Jesus.
Okay, I mean, he's substantially bigger than him. Okay.
Yeah, he's quite the size.
Absolutely.
That's gorgeous, though. Usually every wave has an extra big, chunky figure. Indeed, they do. And it's beautiful because of that.
I mean, here, this is what's cool. You put Joe Eyeball next to Leo here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That is crazy.
Ooh. There's always a turtle, an extra big, and extra small figure to kind of balance out their per wave cost. Yeah. No, they've been doing a killer job with all that stuff. I will throw this out there for the Pizza Monster. The cool thing is, it does have the opening pizza box. Comes with a pizza. Woo, that I'm just going to throw on the floor, apparently. But you can
his name tag is even detailed.
Is it?
If I could read that small, New York Sanitation, Carson Gromes?
Derek,
Grun.
they're full.
Carson Grun.
By the way, hey Derek, they are full new sculpts.
See, look at his name tag.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's nuts.
It's even printed with his name and everything on there.
Jesus. That's the cool thing is I should get Fan Plastic 4 on here. Alex actually sculpted part of wave 5. He sculpted Scratch.
Oh, nice.
So which I still to this day feel bad about, because on the 24-hour stream, Ed from Ed's Retro Geek Out came on and Alex kind of baited him a little bit when it was like, hey, so you're gonna pick up Scratch from that Super 7 line? And Ed was like, nah, I think it looks cool, but no. And he's like, oh, I sculpted it. And all of a sudden there's just awkward silence. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
But you can tell him I got it pre-ordered.
I do as well. I'm gonna Andy it from Toy Story. I'm gonna send it off to Alex to get it signed. But
have him write his name on the bottom of the foot.
Yeah, that's a cool move. I need to open these figures. Is that drool on the bottom, or like a
no? That's his
Pizza Monster
kind of
goatee.
beard.
Yeah,
but he's a big sumbitch.
That's great.
The cool thing is you compare him to like a vintage figure. Whoop! It just fell.
So big.
Yeah. Oh, he's massive. That thing is great.
He's a chunky boy. That's for damn sure. Oh, that's the nunchuck fell off. I don't have interest in Scratch, but I think Alex would. I agree, Mervin, 100%. Yeah. Alex sculpted a couple of the Silverhawk figures as well. Yep. No, Alex has been killing it across the board, doing amazing work with Super 7. Scratch may be the only one I keep in package. I just feel like he won't really fit in with other figures. Like I said, I'm going to bust mine open and send it off to Mr. Fan Plastic 4 to get signed. I'm going to have him sign it like Andy from Toy Story, so it'll be on the foot. But like the fun thing with this is, even if you don't know the Pizza Alien, like, look how friggin' posable that dude is. You can get him in McFarlane Spider-Man poses. Wow.
Well, yeah, and his mouth, it can make, just because the jaw opens, it makes it look completely different.
Oh yeah, you can have them all together, and you can get them. And it looks like a cartoon, which is beautiful. Hey, Smetty, how's it going, man? How you feeling?
Here's old Mondo.
Oh, that's dope. Hold on.
Look at that.
Whoop. God, the retro decals rule. Alex Edwards, Worm for life.
So
Worm
cool.
scared the shit out of me from the old comics, or the Archie comics specifically. Oh, comics, yeah. I think everybody who had Scratch wishes they kept it from when they were a kid, because that's a price you meet the ball these days.
Yeah, that's one I don't really care about
Scratch?
obtaining. Yeah.
I legit was going to pass on it, and then Alex was talking about how he sculpted it, and I was like, that's pretty flippin' cool. Like, that was his first full sculpt for Super 7.
No, I'll get it for Super 7, but I mean like the original classic one. I have
sure.
connection to it, so
I stand by. Like, I'm not. I don't have it in me to be a flipper. I will fully admit that. But there was a Scratch sitting on the shelves up in Ely, Minnesota, in a Hardware Hank forever. And I remember I picked it up one day, and I went to the front, and I was like, "Hey, this is a really expensive figure." And they're like, "Are you gonna pay the $4 or not?" And I was like, "Here, like, here you go." And I sold it to get some books.
There you go. That's allowed.
I'm good. Glad to be back. My Wave 4 should be coming in any day from BBTS. Hell
Cool.
yeah.
Mondo's got some nice hands.
This is numero tres.
Are you done at 3? That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm done at 3. I can't fit more than 3. These big sons.
Well, 3's all you need.
One. I'll show you on the turtle display. I have one down in the made 1979 customs. Go check him out. And then I have one crouched in the original sewer layer playset, crouched down and reaching up around to the top side.
That's
cool.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, what? That's neat.
Does he stay on the board by himself?
Oh yeah, there's little pegs.
Oh, there are pegs. I didn't think there were pegs. Okay.
Merc and I will check that out here in but a moment.
Looks like a 2-up. That's great.
Yeah, no. But once again, detail, fantastic. The sculpting of all the scales on him is great.
That's nuts.
Got his braces, everything.
Merkin.
Nah, these are cool.
Oh no. Merkin got some bandana popping action on his.
He's got an alternate head.
Oh, hold up, Dave, one sec. Boop. There we go.
No, I'm watching.
Hold up, there we go.
Oh.
Very
I like how he's got a missing tooth because that's where his tongue hangs out.
Oh, that's cool. What is the next character you are hoping to get announced next for Super 7? Mine is Ground Chuck and Hothead. A Hothead would be neat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit, Quinn, we'll catch you later, man. Take it easy.
Take care, Quinn.
Yeah, I would love a Hothead. Or a I can't remember what the snake's name is, but he's pretty cool. To see him upscale would be great.
Oh, Scale Tail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's a ways off. Usagi Yojimbo is definitely up there. But you know what? Sergeant Bananas.
That's a good call.
I just it's one of those ridiculous characters. Whoops, wrong button. That
he would be beefy.
Right? Like, just the idea of him being like, oh, just like being a substantial.
And you get his little helper guy.
Right.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh my god. Oh,
I would like to see. Actually, I don't know where I fall on this. One of my favorite figures growing up was Razor.
Oh yeah.
And I liked him, even though he was so different from the movie version of him. And I think he's the only figure, especially now that he has a NECA figure coming out. He went from starting in the movie, then being incorporated into the TV show. From the TV show, became a figure, or possibly perhaps it was probably vice versa, right?
I think the figure came before
figure and then the cartoon.
Hoodlum, I'm with you. Mirage Turtles would be dope, but I think those are tied to NECA. I think. Same thing.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Movie stars could be in Super 7, though. I suppose.
At least the figures. Yeah, absolutely. Monty Moose would be cool.
One of the ones I want from Super 7 they've already announced is that Slash. I always loved that toy.
Yeah.
When I was young. The Slash was great.
Oh, dude, that Ace Duck. Like, the funny thing is, as soon as I saw that Ace Duck proto, I was like, woo, glad I didn't order the NECA one. Because I'm going to have him looking in the 1942 bomber freaking helmet and everything with the stogie. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I don't know. Like the funny thing is, you go back. I know Tattoo was mentioned. That would be cool. Fugitoid would be awesome. Rat King,
Yeah.
Genghis, Space Cadet, Raph, Wingnut, also all good ones. Scumbug, Wingnut, and Screw Loose. Some of the faves.
Yeah, Wingnut would be. That was one of my favorite. My toy. Well, that was one I always wanted when I was younger, but never got it. I had to wait till I was an adult. But I've always liked that one too.
Oh, King Lionheart would be cool.
That would be cool. And again, another figure that they could make big.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that would kind of be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, you make a giant King Lionheart. Yeah, that'd be badass.
I'm actually looking up at my vintage shelf. So I apologize if I look like a weirdo, but no, so like I don't know, fucking Sergeant Bananas. That's it's such a weird one. But like outside of those that have already been announced, I know he's up there for me.
Do you think their goal is to make Turtles aside, but do you think their goal is to make every figure that was an original figure as a Super 7?
I would say yes.
I bring this up because the topic of neutrinos. We didn't get all 3 neutrinos.
Yeah, we did.
Did we get all 3?
Yeah, Kala, Zach, and Dak.
I'm thinking of the red-haired boy and the girl. Did we get the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. There goes my that whole argument's out the window.
Yeah, who else would be cool? A Triceraton would be awesome too. I always liked the Triceratons.
Yeah, you need one of those. I feel like every kid had a Triceraton with a missing tail.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah, you're exactly right.
So the neutrinos were like I actually have them in my modern display because I'm like, well, if we don't
They're
get
close
them from
enough,
NECA,
yeah.
we don't get them from NECA. Like they scaled just fine with it, so works for me.
All right.
Shogun is number 1 for okay. Neutrinos were in the Toon line, which was later on. Haven't jumped in the Super 7s yet, but seriously thinking of liquidating 2/3 of my Motu Classics collection and see if I can convert all the ones I want are just above 800 total for BBTS.
Jeez.
Be worth it. That's the kind of crazy thing is seeing so Motu Classics. I like Masters of the Universe, but that was never my end all be all. Like I love Turtles, so like this I finally understand Masters of the Universe Classics because like I have a bunch of friends who collect Motu Classics and they're just like, you don't understand. They're like ultimate versions of what we had growing up and this. And I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. And then
that's exactly what I've never heard that comparison, but that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Super 7, dropping these and NECA, it's just like, what up, dude? Retro. Would they be able to make a basketball Donatello without fighting the rights over the Bulls jersey and Jordan 23 number? Yeah, because I assume they could just make a red and white jersey, just not put Bulls.
I don't. Jordan can't own the number 23, right?
I know I think it's retired for him, but I think that's only.
It always surprises me what people think they can own.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's a good Casey.
That's very.
I like
cool.
that.
That is.
How is the strap on the backpack?
Good
It's
question.
fine. It's got enough stretch to get it over him.
Right on.
It looks like it's thin enough to get between the shoulder if you're wearing it on this side.
That's cool.
It probably goes on the other side, but I'm so used to doing my figures that way.
Yeah. I need a 23.
And he comes with plenty of accessories. I mean, he came with the pieces that everybody would lose, and that's these little hockey pucks.
Oh yeah, that's rad.
Oh, there I go dropping one. So that's probably why.
There you go.
And they're gone.
Oh, give me a pizza face. I could go for a pizza face.
Pizza face would be sick. Yeah, man. It's that weird thing of like running through some of those characters. It's just there's so many fun weird ones. Like Walkabout, someone mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I love Walkabout. I think Brian said most of the turtle variants are not exactly a foregone conclusion. They're willing to be most of the more notable variants, but for the most part, they are going to be putting the one-off characters. I'm down for that.
Well,
Sure.
Another one that would be cool because of the detail on it would be was it Napoleon or Rasputin? The one that looked more bumpy.
That was Napoleon Bonafrog, because the other one was Genghis.
As a kid, though, I always loved the detail of this one, and if they upscale
It's so different. Yeah.
I'm sure they'll get to it. What up, Forgivens?
That was another one that I feel like every kid had. Yeah, they have to get to.
Yeah.
Those types of figures, I feel like they have to get to. I'm when you brought it up, I'm shocked that they haven't done the Triceraton yet.
Yeah. Super Mutants. Chris just brought up. That would be pretty cool. I agree with that 100%.
I know Super 7 still does reaction, right?
Yeah.
So they have some connection. They have some connection to Universal Monsters. Do you think we can get the monster version of the turtle?
I don't know. Like Robo and I were talking about that the other night off stream, because I'm kind of curious about that because of the license being with Super 7 and that stuff. I'm curious if it carries over to the scale.
Yeah, who knows how it is? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm all for the wacky, weird, one-off characters. Monty Moose, Walkabout. The Super Mutants would be really cool. I think we have Space Cadet Raph coming for sure, and then Undercover Donnie, because we saw Undercover Raph, the BBTS exclusive, coming out. I'm curious if we'll get Undercover Raph, Undercover Don in his like Series 2 look, and then we'll get the other Undercover Turtles, and that'll just be technically the Undercover Turtles as all four, even though Undercover Don was technically a separate release.
Sure.
Yeah. My favorite one's already coming out, and that's Samurai Leo, so I'm happy with that.
Dude, Sewer Surfing Mikey for me.
The Mikey one is fantastic, yes.
I actually, so Scott, friend of the show, friend of Turtles, friend of you and I, bequeathed me a fantastic stash of Sewer Surfing Mikey.
You are set.
And tubes. So I'm going to be cleaning up some of those, and I think I'll be using some for giveaways. Dave, do you rest? Did you like podcast every day? Almost. This is number 5, and then I'm taking tomorrow off. Damn it, because I'm responsible.
There you go.
And by that I mean I don't want to do it tomorrow. I just want to sleep. I was actually reading to my son right before coming on the stream, and my wife threw his blankets in the dryer, and so I was reading, and she tossed one on top of both of us. And I was like, "Oh no, I have to get up to do the stream. Take it off. I'm gonna miss it. I'm just gonna miss the whole damn thing."
Finally got my 4 turtles now.
That rules. Isn't it a weirdly satisfying thing? Like
it is.
Finally having them out, and it's like, oh, the brothers are here. The brothers are done.
Yep. Now they can go with the other ones, and they can fight the forces of evil, right?
I will say it's a little shoddy looking, because I think I got to put a wash on it. But I did finish up Mikey's choppers, so it looks a little more cartoony. But
yeah, he was the only one.
He had the jack-o'-lantern teeth that weirded me out. It's like, no, I mean, he's a turtle, so he shouldn't have teeth at all. But it's just, I don't know. Uncompleted teams figured make my OCD hurt so bad. Indeed, I'd swap bodies and put the coats on the basic bodies. I like color. Fair.
I will end up switching out heads though, because I do like the serious head better.
Yeah, that's what I have on. Getting flashbacks to the Gulf War propaganda turtles. Yeah. Oh, there's some fantastically insensitive turtles that I don't think they'll be getting to. Just throwing that one out there.
I'm looking at the stack of them right now going, I don't think any of those will be made.
Yeah, the Wild West turtles in particular. Maybe Cowboy Don, I don't know. TMNT and Ghostbusters, it's weird not having all. Yeah, those TMNT Ghostbuster figures though were so weird. I stand by, I have my custom mic that I put the Pez head on, and I'm like, all right, walking away. Like don't need a Mikey with hair.
The dinosaur turtles wouldn't be so bad. They would be pretty cool.
What?
The prehistoric ones?
Yeah, dinosaurs? The farmer turtles? Like, if you're going to do the weird ones, like, have fun with it. Because to see what they would, like, modernize on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the Davy Crocker up. Yeah, Mix, I'm with you. I had it too. Yeah, High Chief Leo. I don't think that's coming out. Right. Was it Fiesta Fun Mikey? With the ridiculous mustache. Hold on. What? I'm trying to remember what he was called. Sewer Scout Raph, Crazy Cowboy Don, and Bandito Bashin' Mikey. These 4 I don't think will see the light of day.
Jeez.
Just guessing.
I believe you're correct.
I do enjoy that Donnie has a candy cane sticking out of his mouth. It's like, so I used to put him on the Christmas tree because I was like, hey, candy cane.
It's Christmas, yeah.
It counts.
Do we know the explanation for that?
No. I think they wanted to give him a cigarette or like a stick of.
They decided on
like
candy
green.
cane. That's great.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to more Mirage Turtles. It's time to see the comic style Turtles get some love. Hopefully, I'm with you. Yeah, Mr. Ryan Clark. This is how we know when the Twitch stream is catching up because, yikes. Super Samurai Mecha Turtles, yeah. The Shogun Turtles, like with the shiny armor, would be dope.
Yes,
As long as they
that
don't
would
make
be
that
cool.
clown Mikey. Don't worry, they will. They will.
I would love an IDW series. I really would. The amount of characters that are in the IDW line that they could do, it's insane.
Oh, hell yeah. You know what? I just thought of one because I was scrolling through here, but Murdude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Murdude and Dr. L.
Oh, okay.
Dr. L would be huge.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Like any
Yeah,
of
give me
those.
all of them. Give me that whole line.
Pancho Villa Mikey. He can't smoke that. That's why. That's very true. Now, if they do Undercover Don and Space Cadet Raph, that would be all the extra turtles I get. Fair. But how is the duck allowed to smoke? Well, Emilio, that's in the Super 7. So I think if they did the Cowboy Donnie, we would get a cigarette or something. But I don't think they're going to do it. Gulf War Propaganda Turtles. Yep. Hold on. I'll pull them up. Give me a second. Scumbug would be awesome. I concur. Oh no, it's not Mutant Military. It's the first Mutant Military wave. Where are those? Also, just giving credit where credit is due. These images are courtesy of TMNTtoys.com, one of my favorite sites to go check out. But Craig from Narc is also developing a complete encyclopedia.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, and apparently Pixel Dan's doing what he did for the Motu. So we got Midshipman Mikey, we have Ranger Raph, the Desert Storm Leo, and Air Force Pilot Don. So I think it's High Flying Don, maybe. But
look at the effort that they put into these figures, though. I mean, I understand that the context is not the best right here.
Yeah.
But even just every mouth is different. They could have easily just used the same mouth sculpt on everybody and been fine with it. But every one is just a little bit different. It's great.
I have a buddy who coined this term at San Diego because I saw the prototypes for these two next to one another. And he said that they were kissing mouths because this one is larger on this side. This one is larger on that side. It's their secret mouth.
That's great.
Super 7 Murdude and Ray Fillet would look awesome. Hell yeah. Flock Splinter. And with that, Robo would drop the line entirely. I'm out. Do you think with NECA doing the hyper-realistic Universal monster, Super 7 could do any of the vintage cartoony monster turtles? I hope so. I say that as I'm literally looking at... I got Frank and Mikey right there. Mummy Raph. Wolfman Leo. They all live inside my
The
head.
Wolfman Leo one is awesome. I like that.
I still have to get a couple of the Series 2, I think. I thought I had them all, but I could not find my Creature from the Black Lagoon and Metaluna Mutant Raph.
Yeah, I don't have all of them either, but the ones I do have, I like.
Oh, they're beautiful figures.
Connor for Christmas. He loves the Ninja Turtle Universal Monster line, but he only had the Donnie. It was just one that I was able to pick up. I think I picked it up at like a toy show. And then Santa, because he put it at the top of his list, Santa brought him a Wolfman Leo, and his number one was the Mikey Frankenstein.
Very cool.
So he was very happy to get those. And then Santa also brought him a blue like custom shirt that had the it had all images of like cartoon images of all four of the Universal monsters on him. It made it made his Christmas. He loved it.
That rules.
Yeah.
The funny thing was I had that really small vintage Ninja Turtle shirt that I was like, hey Ollie, try this on, and it looks like a crop top on him. I'm like, oh, you got my jeans. I'm sorry. The NECA ones I may only get Mikey, but depends on how April looks. I'm ew, they're brothers. Gross. What? The kissing. Yeah. Flocked Wolfman Leo. That technically turtles don't have lips or teeth; they have beaks.
Fair.
Santa is just the best. I agree, Mixie. Ho ho ho.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't have tuned into the show. Now I'm browsing TMNT Lego sets and wondering how much. I will say,
Awesome.
I managed to complete the 2012 Legos. I didn't do the movie sets, but I did the 2012 animated series sets.
Okay.
And
I'm
ruled.
just missing the Baxter set.
That,
I believe
that was technically my first Lego mech that I think I ever built. And since, because Ollie's super into the mech designs, like we picked up, like he's been saving, and we picked up like the Marvel ones. So
Yeah.
And then with his Christmas money from his grandparents, he picked up a Hydra Stomper. So he built that today.
That's awesome.
He was very, very excited. He loves mixing and matching stuff too. So first company to do the best cartoon 2003 one, NECA Super 7. My money right now is on NECA to get to the 03 line. But
yeah, I don't know.
Just looking up the Turtle Monster figures a couple minutes ago, but I stopped after seeing too many prices in the hundreds. Yeah, well, are you looking for on card? Because you can get loose ones for a fair amount.
They're not cheap, but they're not $10. You could probably, if I talk to Santa, you could probably spend between like $40 and $60 on a loose one.
Right on. I think I got really, really lucky with getting the ones I did. There's a phenomenal Ninjago mech that came out today. Dave Wonder. Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Ninjago had some really good sets.
It looks awesome. Are they actual Lego brand or one of those crazy knockoffs like Mega Block? Mixie, the 2012 and the Out of the Shadows Lego sets were from Lego, and then Mega Bloks picked up the license. And they did all the vintage stuff. So they did like the party wagon, they did the Technodrome, they did so much stuff.
Mega Bloks had it before Lego, then it went to Lego, then back to Mega Bloks.
Yeah.
One thing we haven't talked about is that Mutagen Man glow-in-the-dark figure.
Yeah, that's supposed to be shipping soon, like real soon, like now. And
nobody's gotten it though, right?
Huh?
Oh, you do? Okay. Nobody's gotten it yet though.
I don't think so. Okay. I have one on order because that one and their Toxic Crusader, those two glow-in-the-dark variants, like for some odd reason, tripped like every 90s kid thing in my brain. I was like, oh my god, they're neon, they glow in the dark, they're covered in slime. I'm in.
Well, dude, looking at the size of this thing, it's probably gonna light up your room when it's glowing in the dark.
Oh, dude, they're gonna be
good point.
Light. I'm very excited.
It's like a lava lamp.
Take them into the bedroom.
Yeah, there you
go. I don't think they will do 03, to be honest. 03 usually gets skipped. Fingers crossed, Emilio. You know we throw plenty of love towards it here.
Oh yeah, I would love more 03 stuff.
Right? Emilio, do you want to hop on? We got a little under an hour left. If you want to come on and shoot the shit, it's always fun.
Absolutely.
Glow-in-the-dark figures are EE exclusives, but they are available for local comic shops through Entertainment Earth if you have an Entertainment Earth account. So I know like Hot Comics and Collectibles will be getting them. So I'm very, very stoked for that. I remember literally calling my boss Mike there, being like, "Hey, so are you ordering these?" He's like, "You bet your ass I am. Look at those things." I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, mine was shipped on Thursday. There you go.
Ooh,
man,
have to keep an eye out.
Now I'm itchy to be like, should I just hop on there and be like, ordered? Okay,
see, that's one of those things that shows up, Dave, where it's literally going to be, and the light's going to be coming out.
Yeah,
right? Like, I can't see. Okay, Emilio, why is this taking forever?
Oh, is it getting on?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Awesome.
I'm trying to shoot him the link.
Awesome.
Emilio. Thank you, Tussler guy. Boop. There we go. In your Instagram DMs, my friend. The fact that 03 line gets no love is just awful. I agree. I fully agree. Stream always gets me on eBay searching for it. I will say I was very, very lucky 2 Christmases ago, or two years ago. My buddy Paul, who runs Heroic Goods and Games here in South Minneapolis, got in this huge turtle collection, and he said, "Dave, I got these in. I know you're a turtle guy. Like, do you want to peruse?" And I was like, "Yes,
Ooh,
yes,
absolutely.
I do." And I spent too much money, but I was very excited. I think I got like 10 figures, like complete with file cards. It was insane.
Oh wow, that's great.
The Mighty Ducks, man, I swear to God. Yeah, Amazing Demon. Yeah, no, I'll put this out there. What are the top 3 turtle items that you're looking for currently? Emilio, you gotta mod your camera, dude.
Yeah, it's a OBS is still turning on.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna remove you. I'll pop you back on once the camera kicks in.
Your
Okay.
mic works
all
just
good.
fine.
Okay. What are the top 3 things you're looking for?
Good question.
Ooh, remember getting Mutagen Man from Santa and my mom saying, "Oh, he's the one you put water in, his guts float around." I was so impressed she knew something about my toys.
Absolutely.
Later, I realized
right
I
there.
misread the packaging.
I need the first thing that comes to mind is the
Daughtry, I'm with you, man.
blue. It was a blue activity book.
Okay.
It's not a figure. It's not anything. It's just one of the hundreds of activity books they had. I had it when I was a kid. Did the whole thing. Took it with me everywhere. And I'm assuming it's not expensive. It's just something I haven't really looked up and put the time into searching out. God damn it.
Is it this one?
Yeah, it's absolutely it.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's hilarious. Let me see it. Jeez, let me open that thing up.
So this
that's my childhood right there.
This was a gift from my friend's mom. And she found it. Apparently my buddy Scotty only went through like 1 or 2 pages of it. Oh, sick. Thanks, Winter Saber. I appreciate that, man. So 03 line is my last firewall when it comes to turtle collecting. Once I get those, I'm essentially done with turtle collecting for good.
Wow.
Right on. Private chat. Good to go. Right on to me. Oh, Emilio, you back?
Yep. Oh,
okay.
Is it working?
No camera, but we got your mic.
Oh wait. Hold on.
Yeah, no, okay, never mind. He did do some of the. Sorry, spoiler alert. Here's some.
Still, just the pictures are what's nostalgic for me. That's that book has a specific like art style where it's not like the cartoon. It's not like anything I've ever seen.
There's these beautiful.
There he is.
There we go. Now it's working.
He's back.
Yeah, no, this was one of those that like it was legit just random. It was a random thing that like I got in the mail and I was like, oh, that's cool. You can tell real close. Turtles everywhere. Can you think of other animals that begin with each letter of the name? For Donatello, we got donkey, ox, skips down to T, turtle, elephant, lion, leopard. Over on Raph, we have retreat and poop in cursive. Also
in cursive. Okay, there you go.
L for Leonardo, lard butt. Fantastic. Nothing but class. But yeah, so
nice.
That's awesome.
You know what, Dan? Shoot me your address again.
We'll talk. No,
it'll be good. It's one of the. It's sitting on a shelf for me. For you, it's more nostalgic.
We'll talk. I appreciate it.
Okay.
What's up, Emilio?
Yo, how's it going? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend. It's been a minute.
Yes, it has.
So okay, top 3 turtle items. Let's run through. We got the blue activity book. Sorry for rubbing salt in the wound, Dan.
Check. Right, we're done
this
with
year.
Yeah, just either coming out. It can be vintage. It can be whatever. What are those 3 items? We'll start with. We started with Dan. We'll go back to Tussler, down to Emilio, over to me, because I think that's how it works.
Because of you, and it's got to be those next mutation turtles.
What?
Those next mutation turtles. I never gave them much thought, but seeing them, I really like the design of them and stuff. I think I want to try to find some of those.
Oh, Winter Saber throwing you some love, Emilio. Dude,
thanks a lot.
Those next mutation turtles like are legit. I can say the best thing to come from that show.
Exactly.
All right, Emilio, what about you?
As far as the new things, I would have to say the nostalgia of the Samurai Leo that Super 7 did.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that Super 7 is going off the beaten path and doing all the kind of weird ones that we sort of got. So I thought that was really cool because that was one of my favorite figures as a kid.
Yes. Yeah.
See, and I'm in a very similar boat. But it's Sewer Surfing Mikey for me. I'm very excited for that Super 7 Sewer Surfing Mikey. Do that 5 times fast. That hurt my brain.
This guy got so much play.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Hold
That
on.
one. I mean, yeah, and then yeah, also the manta ray.
Ray Flay?
Ray Flay. Yeah, that I didn't even think I would see that one again too, as like a new figure.
Does the Super 7 one color change?
Yes. I don't know.
That's a good
Yeah, he
question.
had that on the vest, right? On
Yeah.
the suit.
I think I figured it out the other day. There's like 12 turtles in here of Sewer Surfing Mikey. So I'm gonna clean some of those up. But yeah. What about you, Dan?
I think. What did you say? What are you looking for?
I said Super 7 Sewer Surfing Mikey.
Oh, okay.
Because he brought up Samurai Leo.
Okay. I'm not looking for any new stuff. The only thing I'm looking for is pie in the sky kind of thing. It would be a sealed pizza thrower.
Dope.
Ooh.
That's a solid choice.
It was a vehicle that I had when I was a kid. Loved it, and I just, if I'm gonna have it, like I need to have it new, and it would just look great on the shelf back here.
I will say this is a weird thing, and I think I showed this.
You about to pick up a sealed pizza thrower and rub that in my face too?
Kind of.
Oh wait, is this what I think it is? Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! The
Mr. Tweedy's chicken pie thrower.
We talked about this 2 months ago, the last time I was on the show. Because of that was the show Connor joined us for the entire length of it.
Yep.
The next day, we had to run out and find a copy of Chicken Run to watch it because you showed this thing on the stream. I'm an expert in Chicken Run now.
That was one of those things where, like, I have my vintage one up on the shelf, and when I saw that, my jaw just hit the fucking floor. I was like, "Oh,
That is awesome.
look at that!"
It's such a random thing, but it also makes sense with Playmates because they tend to reuse a lot of their stuff for other things.
Dude, okay, the 2012 Samurai Turtles horses are the same tooling from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Samurai horses.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
So it's like I always, whenever they do that sort of stuff, I always wonder how their archive system works, because it must be decent because they could literally just go pop one from the back. I'm like, all right, we're going to reuse this.
Well, and that was the issue with that. Like, this is the history of Leo pack. It didn't have the 2007 TMNT Leo because apparently all that tooling got destroyed. And so, like, they just don't have that anymore. All right, Dan. Oh, Dan did the pizza chucker. What about you, Dave?
Well, since we're talking 03 Turtles,
Oh.
I still need to get some loose ones of the main turtles with weapons. I have them all carded and they're hanging on my wall, but I need some loose ones just to put in. I thought you got a loose set. I found like 1 or 2 turtles, but I want a decent loose set of the ones that I found that I have were from later ones with like all the armor on them and stuff like that.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that because I was at like a toy convention here in tri-state area, and I literally saw a whole like thing of a bunch of the old 03, 07 stuff. Just like, I'm like, wow. I was just sort of, because we didn't get a lot of that stuff on the staff. We only got a few like here. Once the higher ups had their choice, we sort of got what was left over. And I was like looking through, I was like, I saw Torben Zix in there, and I was like, man, I'm gonna want to pick that one up eventually.
Now, I can say I haven't done a whole lot of thrift store shopping or anything in a while. So,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know if I put a little effort into it, I'll find the stuff no problem. They're
relatively easy to find, and I mean, in general, like turtle figures, like from all the different lines, are actually, I'm fairly surprised how reasonable the prices seem to be, even right now.
Yeah, they're all over the place though. It's all condition.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that
accessories are a big thing too.
Yeah, it's what they come with, what shape are they in.
You're just paying for how little did a child lose or damage it.
Pretty much.
If they didn't lose the accessories, if they didn't beat up the toy too much, then you're in good shape. And that's why, because finding one that has all the parts or isn't scuffed to hell is next to impossible. So the better condition is going to be, the higher price it's going to be.
Yeah.
I think my third is it's the last. They were released super close to the end of the line, but there was 2 sewer tubes that were released, and they redecoed the Sewer Surfing Mikey as a Leonardo. So I really want to get that one. I had one, and I ended up a dude offered me an insane amount of money for him, and I'm a reasonable fella, so I was just like, I can't not
I think that's
do
smart.
this.
Yeah.
Because it was that thing of like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll cover shipping even. Because it was just like, well, goddamn.
I've seen a lot of talk about that figure lately. The soft goods Donatello, the undercover Donatello, and then what's the other one? The snow Donatello. Is it a Donatello?
Yeah, something like that.
That one. I've seen everybody talking about that one. All those 3 figures specifically in the past month.
That's true, Mixie. The 03 weapons were a little off. Actually, the funny thing is, literally the 03 weapons and the 07 weapons are what I use for like my super mutants have 07 weapons. My next mutation turtles have 03 weapons, because both of them came with like the weird, stupid, gimmicky weapons where it's like, Leonardo has a split sword that goes down sideways for some reason, and so he can cut like this.
Yeah.
I never understood that, and so I was like, I found some great 90 turtle storage shell turtles in near mint condition for $8 a pop. Hell yeah. No, and the deals are out there. You just got to do the footwork. No pun intended.
Even also I was just randomly looking through stuff on eBay, and I was like, just typing and looking through animation cells.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, a lot of these are actually reasonably priced as well.
Well, the main reason is there's so many fakes out there now.
Oh, really?
So I think that's kind of killed a lot of the market, because there was a dude who got busted. He was selling Fred Wolf cells, I want to say like 5-6 years ago.
Interesting.
And like he was literally he'd print the transparency right on the acetate, and then he'd flip it, and the only way that he got caught is his printer had a run in it, and it was consistent through like 8 or 9 things he was selling.
Interesting.
And it was like, because I was super like fascinated by the animation cell market for a while, because I have a couple Spider-Man the Animated Series ones from back in the day, and I was super into it. I was like, maybe I'll get into Turtles, but there was so many weird ones, and then there was so many people with the same ones.
Yeah.
I was like, but how do you have the same ones? Yeah. I know they reused animation, but that's not how they reused animation.
No.
They would just go, here, use this one again. It's like He-Man only has 23 minutes of animation, despite how many, hundreds of episodes or something that he's got. But yeah. But I think that's also one thing I would like to throw out there. What is that oddity? And again, we'll keep it focused on Turtles. But what is that oddity thing that pops into your mind that you want to find? Oh, Emilio could be like, I want some original 03 TMNT artwork. Here's some paper. Yep, got it.
I mean, I actually do own quite a bit of the original animation.
That's cool.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, what happens is because our animation studio, after they would have storage space, and they would just, after the show was done, they just throw in the storage. So they would essentially just dumping the storage, and they just asked us, okay, what episodes do you guys want? So they sent us like a bunch of stuff from season 1. Like there's a photo on my from years ago on my Twitter of us transferring stuff over to
you showed that on the 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, there's literally this, there was boxes of this stuff they would send. And realize they were destroying this stuff. They were like, we're done, and we're gonna get rid of this. Which ones do you want? So like I have stuff from the first episodes, and then stuff from later on, stuff like that. So
Awesome.
yeah,
that's so dope. Oh, Panther 10. On a darker note, though, there's a set of undercover turtles for $17,000.
The NECA set?
No. The OG ones. Those are some of the rarer OG like vintage turtles.
Oh, okay. But still, $17K.
Yeah, I mean, there was one without a coat but had a hat. Narc had it in one of his most recent videos, and it was $500.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, they're just that
Wow.
old. Yeah. Oh, what up, Michael Palmer? Happy New Year. Ninja Turtles CRT TV. Panda Con. That would be a cool one.
Oh, yeah.
He's another classic. Yeah.
But yeah, we were running through that earlier, Emilio. Like, who would you want to see Super 7 or NECA take a crack at?
You know what? PandaCon is a really cool one because like it just comes from that set of interesting ones. Like again, the Manta Ray and the Leo surfing Mikey. It seemed that all seemed to be the same era of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
he had those giant axes.
Dude, I could never get hit for some odd reason. Mine's left hand. I don't know. It must have been a mold defect or something, but it was like molded under the thumb. So it was like stuck closed. I could never get that thing pried open until my dad was like, "Do you want to use the hair dryer?" And then I think that was the first time I realized, like,
Dad's a genius.
You can do that? Like, I was a little kid, so my brain was just blown. Much as I would love to see a PandaCon, I think there's some licensing. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
I think the owner of that just did a Kickstarter over the summer for PandaCon. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I think I was watching it. He came out with another book, or was trying to come out with more stories with PandaCon.
I had no idea that he was another entity.
Yep. Him and Usagi.
And the Cowboys of Umesa.
Are they all connected?
No.
No, they're not. They're just
Okay.
It's just Peter Laird is like friends with all those guys that do like animal people characters.
So they brought him in.
They brought him in, yeah.
They go to animal people conventions, yeah.
Turtle Titan or anyone from the 03 series for someone to make an updated figure. Dude, I stand by, if they do an 03 line, they're going to be printing money because it's an in-demand thing, but like nobody seems to think of it as a viable option. And then I'm like, literally in 1 year, we will be 20 years removed.
Yeah, it'll be 20. Wow. 1 more year, it'll be 20 years.
Why do you have to put it that way?
Because that's like
literally next year.
Matt and Brian talked about it on one of the major pod things. They were like, the nostalgia bubble is like 20 years. Like Power of the Force figures have been so dirt cheap for so fucking long, and we're coming up on that point in time where all of a sudden like everybody who was the age when they came out are
it's really the bubble is usually about 25 to 30 years. I run into this all the time with video games. It's if you were whatever you were into, whoever was kids 25 or 30 years ago, that's the stuff that's popular now because those are the people who are now 25, 30 years older, and they now have disposable income, and they can use it to relive their childhood, buy the stuff back that they had, buy the stuff they didn't get, whatever. And meanwhile, I'm going through the lineage of PandaCon, and I'm blown away. Why aren't people more obsessed with it? Like, I feel like there's a whole fan base for Usagi Yojimbo, but I never hear anything about PandaCon.
PandaCon's one of those that like hit, but technically PandaCon hit before Turtles was a thing, didn't it? Like I'm
looking at 1987.
Yeah, so right
around the same time. Yeah.
You guys make it sound like Peter Laird goes to furry conventions. No, he just has friends with.
I mean, he might have. I don't know.
You never know. He's an interesting fellow.
Yeah, I'm looking at all my carded 03 figures right now, man. There's so many cool designs, especially with the foot soldiers and the foot.
Right.
Yeah, the foot ninjas were cool.
Yeah, there's so many different ones that you could make, and everybody just buy them. Yeah.
I'm trying to. Oh, it was Nerdin' Out. I walked up to this dude's table, and he had, and I'm blanking on his name now. I'm sorry if you're watching. He said he watches the show, and I'm missing that data currently. But he had 2 of the ninja, the foot soldiers, the just stock foot soldiers from 03. And I think he had like $10 on them, and they still had the crossbows and the swords and everything. And I was like, done, cool. So I had a couple of pretty beaten up ones in my display, and I was like, Ollie, do you want to play with these ones? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, go ham, buddy. Like, and you know, because these ones were like pristine. Like, I don't even remember them ever looking that good. Like, even in the stores, I remember finding like the absolutely like crunched ones, and it's like, oh. That makes sense, Dan. I totally buy things I wanted or an updated version, but didn't get as a kid. And I'm like, yeah, take that, child.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a newer turtle collector, and just listening to you guys makes me want to buy everything. Slow your roll, Mario. Do it in a responsible fashion, or don't. I can't tell you what to do, but just go at your own pace.
It can be very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say this. This is something that got brought up actually on the 24-hour stream, if I remember correctly. Someone was like, "Oh my God, you have this massive collection, and you have this." And I'm just like, it took me a long time to accumulate all this stuff. Also, I don't really drink or smoke, so that's a lot of freed up funds. I'm also a comic artist, so I don't leave my house a lot. So it's just the thing of like, I want to make this space fun, and I want to make this, where I can, that's why there's no doors on anything in this studio, is so I can walk up and grab something off the shelf and be like, and mess around with it, then put it back and be like, all right, good to go.
I know. When people come over and they see what I've got, they get amazed, and I'm like, you got to realize, this is my original stuff. I've been doing it since the late 80s,
Yeah.
Since I was a kid, it just kept building up. I'm technically a hoarder.
Back now. Dude, I will say, Tussler, I remember you telling me about your turtle den down there, and you talking about, yeah, it's nice. It looks really good. I really like it. Like, you were so modest about it. And I remember walking in and like getting weak in the legs of just like, oh my God, I'm home.
I tell you what, here's a random tip it was Mario that was looking for stuff, right?
Yeah.
If you are legitimately, and this goes for anybody, if you're legitimately looking to get into turtles or any sort of collectibles, even I think video games might fall under this, but collectibles right now specifically, I would avoid eBay. I would specifically go after Whatnot right now.
Yep.
The app Whatnot is super, super hot right now with sellers.
And they're dropping a ton of stuff on there, which is super fun.
But there's a ton of sellers on there. I don't think there's a ton of buyers on there right now. Then they're not paying top dollar. Everybody who's on Whatnot is looking for deals. And so when they're bidding, it's like a live eBay. It's like a live Facebook auction, but it's in one app. A lot of the stuff that goes on there, it still goes for a lot, but it goes for maybe 70 to 80% of what the items are actually worth. So if you're thinking about going to eBay, I would first maybe hang out on Whatnot, see what's out there, wait a couple of days, see what comes and goes, and then after a while, if you don't see what you want, then maybe go to eBay. But don't go straight to eBay.
There's a lot of cards and a lot of designer toys on there. I actually just pulled it up just to see what was on there. But there are a lot of sellers that will hop on there and do their live sales and just turn and burn stuff.
And there's only I try to stick to on Whatnot the auctions that only have less than 15 people watching.
Yep.
So and it's usually the sellers are selling everything from Motu to Ninja Turtles to whatever it is.
A lot of antique shops too sell TMNT stuff.
That's true. Yeah. Absolutely.
The only thing I held on to from my childhood was the original Dragon Dagger from MMPR. Everything else I had to recollect as an adult. Fair. I was very lucky. My folks were very kind, and they let me keep like my random duffel bag of turtles that had like in the basement. They just shoved it under the stairs, and it sat there until my mom moved. Like,
thankfully she didn't get rid of it. Thankfully, sat there. Absolutely.
I gotta say, I know this would not get past the censors, but I would have loved to see that episode where you find out the Garbage Man and Hun were conjoined twins.
That one was finished, by the way. Not finished, but we did get take once of that. I wish I still had our videotapes, a lot of that stuff, but all that once we moved out, once we the show got closed up, we all that stuff got destroyed and stuff. So we're
damn, that's wild.
But I suspect there might be one still floating around. But yeah, we only did like a take one on it, and then after that, we didn't do any more. But that lost season was helped out by by Peter Laird and Mirage, because they paid to finish off that season.
Yeah. Paid for one dumb semester of college by selling my old toys. What a waste. No. Like so, I do hear this a lot more often though. Like, oh, I found your stuff and I just ditched it. It's like, oh, that sucks. That's why I'm very grateful.
That's another one. If you're in an area where it's still warm and you still have garage sales, go to every garage sale you see and ask questions.
Yep.
I'll be talking about this much more when it gets warmer in the Chicago area. That's what I do every weekend. I go up to every garage sale, ask if they have any video games in the basement. When they say no, then I go to action figures. Do you have any Ninja Turtles, Wrestlers, Transformers, or Thundercats? And that's just that's not the only things I collect, but that's just the stuff that gets people interested in or thinking, well, what else do I have in my basement? That's the big ones. And then it's definitely, there's ways to collect stuff. There's tons of different methods out there.
I keep telling Dave he needs to start up a Transformer talk, and he just won't do that.
I don't know shit about Transformers. Well, okay, I know a bit about Transformers, but I don't collect them. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave it to the other Dave to run that Transformer.
There you go.
I can't run anything.
That's fair.
Transformers.
Robots that were dudes.
But you were talking about a unique turtle item that we want.
Yeah.
I want a transforming turtle van.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. I mean, the Transformers are doing a lot of different crossovers currently. It'd be awesome if they could do a turtle van crossover.
I mean, they could probably take one of the vans that they
I think like Ironhide or something that.
That'd be cool.
Mod it some way.
I did see something at a local place here in the city. It's called Time Bomb Vintage, and they had the original VHS sale rack for the 1990 TMNT movie, but it didn't have the topper, so it's just a black cardboard like grid shelf that you could fit like maybe 5-6 VHSs per thing.
That's cool.
And then in bright green text on the side it said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the movie, and I'm like,
that's
if
awesome.
I had that topper, I would have lost my shit.
I probably would have picked that up even without the top. What do they want for it? Do you know?
$80.
Oh, well, so they did know what they had. Okay.
Yeah, no, they totally knew what they had. It was that thing of like, that's really neat. At the end of the day, that is a cardboard shelf. And it's not
That's
even
where
complete.
your animated collection goes, you start buying
retro. I'm for it. The Ninja Turtle Megazord from the Boom comic. That would be sick.
Yeah.
They did do that Jurassic Park Jeep. Very true, very true.
Mm-hmm.
Transformers, they go from cars to robots, and Beast Wars was awesome. I read that as the fuck knowledge tapped out. It's like, oh, Transformers knowledge. Gotcha. But I don't know. It's that weird stuff. Like, there's part of me that legit wants to go out and get Hostess pudding pies and dip them in green icing and just be like, hello, nostalgia.
Yeah, remember I showed you? I still have the Hostess wrappers.
You psycho. Wow. Yes, you did.
That's
awesome. Beautiful. But
Tussler
has these like picture books, or picture albums that he was like, would you like to see my documents? And he's like, here you go. Here's a piece of your childhood. Here's a bag of pizza flavored Cheetos. Yeah, you like that? Oh, what about the pudding pies? It's like, what?
I have in there. I still have my ticket stubs from the first 3 movies.
Yeah,
wow, that's cool. Wow, that's crazy that you thought to keep that stuff. You're a genius.
For me, I did keep some of that stuff, but I feel like as I got like a little older, I just sort of like there's certain things that I kept and certain things that I just sort of lost.
Oh yeah, and it also was crazy. I realized that. But this is what I kept.
One of these days, Tussler, I'm gonna come over with my camera and we can go through your fine document folders so we can show the world the insanity of nostalgia. Because like legit, you were showing some of those things in that picture album, and I was like, whoa! Like just my head exploded. Because I'm like, I forgot about that.
I used to cut out like all the newspaper articles of turtles because this is before the internet. It didn't have it.
So I'm sure you have all the TV guides and all that stuff. And they were the covers and that. Nice.
Yeah.
This is a goofy collectible that I'm trying to think Culture Fly put out. But speaking of that. So it looks like it's melting. They did it of all 4 turtles, and then they did I think a black and white one.
Did you? We've talked about this before. Do you have I don't know if we just sent a link to each other or if you actually have them, the mini ones There are mini one for the ice cream bars that like a NECA figure can have.
Yeah, you sent me the link. I just couldn't drop that coin on that because
I don't remember what they went for, but it was a lot. But still, anything mini that I can put with my figures, I'm in love with.
Right. What was that minis dude that he's selling the like boxed up toys?
Oh, I had that here. It's
1/12 scale. They are.
I'll find that in a second.
Here's my favorite little mini accessory.
From the
mini
actual first comic. Right?
Nice.
You can actually flip it open, and it's got the pages and everything.
Isn't that from the Mega Blocks?
No, this was like some dude. I think I got it on eBay. Dude, but it fits perfectly in like the movie Turtles' hands, and Mikey holding it, reading his own comic looks really cool.
Manzo Minis, MANZOMINIS. Where's Mitch? We need Mitch to write this
Mitch
down.
Is off. He's playing. They're playing D&D tonight.
That's okay.
Actually, Dan, if you want to drop that in the private chat, I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, great! Yeah.
I have that ice cream thing on my raft shelf. It's so fun.
I had no idea they even made that. I would want one that looks horrible though, because it never looked that good.
No, the
eyes were always all off, like half melted. I would want that one.
The best part about that was it would leave like streaks of the color of Gumball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it'd be they're crying. Here, these are the the mini toys.
Oh wow, look at that.
So there's the vintage Joe eyeball right there. But yeah, they reprinted the instructions.
I almost ordered them.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm on the. My son Connor got, I think, $100 from my uncle for Christmas, and Connor wanted to spend all $100 on this eBay store, just buying printed paper that was folded in the shape of a box.
Yeah, but that is what did it? Oh, Manzo Minis. I almost just dropped it back into the
private chat.
Yeah, I have. Whoa, there we go. Oh man, Mitch is down for system maintenance. He is, but don't worry. If they rolled a nat 20, they're good to go. But yeah, no, that type of stuff is so cool. And it adds to okay, I have my monstrosity of a display over here, but like having comics thrown in there, having like packaged toys and like the scaled stuff just adds that little bit where it's just like, whoa, like it's those little things where it's like they're like us. But
I don't know if you guys were ever getting any of those mini brands. You know, they had a few little turtle things in there, like the mini toy stuff.
I haven't picked up any of those. I love those. I love that idea. Like you can have a Shredder action figure holding a Donatello action figure.
Yeah.
See, there's
and even the mask. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And it's got the the packaging and stuff on it.
Oh, the topper's on there. That's awesome.
And if I put a rubber band on it, I can actually put it on one of the figures.
Oh, that's too fun.
That's sick. God dang it! You're gonna
have Mikey playing the 2012 Mikey or 13.
I do have. I think my favorite like weird line was those Micro Mutants because they were so tiny, and like I have the 4 turtles with the Hot Wheels turtle van up there, and it's like okay, that's like I had the actual turtle van that they released, but I'm like terrified because that thing feels so brittle. So I have the Hot Wheels with them right now. But yeah,
those mini ones look great with it.
Yeah, no, they fit in perfect.
Did they? Is that the same company that's doing the because I've seen them in the stores like mini versions of GI Joes.
Different company.
It's a different company.
Yeah, those are world's smallest, and then Small Brands is done by the same people who do. Oh, what is it?
Yeah, the world's smallest actually did Ninja Turtles too.
Yep.
I have a set
That's
of
what
those.
I was thinking of. Yeah, the smallest like action figure versions.
Yeah. But the ones I'm talking about, they're like these random pack ones. They come in a ball, and
they're like blind boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my daughter bought a ton of them until I got a couple turtle things.
So this is the most recent turtle van that came out. But to show you just how tiny they are.
That's like Mighty. It's like Mighty Max size.
It is Mighty Max size, but I've managed to most of these guys are my originals. I think I had to rebuy Raph, but I
got Mighty Max right here.
Oh shit! I use Micro Machines with Marvel Legends as RC cars or other toys. Good call. Good call. Oh, found some mini brands at Target last night. They come in 5-packs like the Wacky Packages ones from last year. They have even smaller versions of the mini Transformers and Motu figures. Damn, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Transformers, Masters Universe, and the Turtle ones. They suckered me in. Because they're about the size of an action figure for your figures.
These beat out the Ninja Turtle ones for me because I'm like, these actually look like the, like 5-inch figures or 4-inch figures.
Yeah, no, those are good.
But it's a very here. Hold on, let's see.
Do they have the weird those like posed the legs like the original ones too?
Like Kala is just
that's awesome.
Yay!
Filling out with the Donnie figure.
Yeah. Like here.
Nope, he gone.
I'm right here. Here's a He-Man one.
Oh yeah.
The card is cool.
The back actually opens up so you can take the figure out and
not ruin it. That's cool.
And then there's a Battle Cat.
That's fun.
So funny.
So
Michael, I am stoked about that. Trevor alluded to different comic versions of the Turtles because I'm hoping we get IDW Turtles. I'm hoping we get 03 or 03 Turtles too. Like I would love some Fosco ones. I would absolutely love some Archie versions though. So I think that I would pop.
There's a lot of fun like characters from that thing too.
Hell yeah.
I would love Dark Leo from the IDW.
Dark Leo would be awesome. The new ones are the exact same molds as that He-Man, but 2/3 the size. Damn. That's nuts. But yeah, no, I don't know, Micro Mutants, man.
It's funny, like as far as like weird things that like that they're made, like there's so like especially from like the late 80s and 90s, they literally put like turtles on everything.
Oh yeah.
Any weird thing that you could think of. Hey, we got a Turtles version of it.
Do you guys remember?
I have a sealed bathtub bubble bath thing sitting over there on my shelf.
I got one of those. Do you remember the foam chairs that were like the turtles' faces?
I don't remember those.
I thought they were blow-up seats, but then I'm probably mixing that with something else.
I even have a box of Band-Aids over there with the turtles.
I remember those Band-Aids.
Oh, I do remember these chairs.
Yeah, so one of my brother's best buds had this from when she was a little kid and gave it to my son. And I mean, it's foam from the 80s.
Oh, I remember that.
And
those things.
It just disintegrated. But it is currently sitting up in my closet because I'm going to try and actually cut a new piece of foam for it. Because I'm a psychopath.
Really?
I mean, it seems like you could pull off the skin on it and sort of put it together again, right?
Skin it and restuff it.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna cut some memory foam though instead.
Oh, that's even better.
Took his comment to be different Mirage artist interpretation. Dude, I'd be all for that too. Still on some turtles based on Michael Dooney's art. I know he was a huge influence for the 03 designs. Yeah. E-Man Land looks like he's from the new Matrix movie.
Nah, I don't want to be from the new Matrix movie. I want to be on the old one.
Archie Turtles would have a whole wave of just the intergalactic wrestling, and I would buy every single one of them, Sam.
Yeah, that would be cool.
There's stuff like Belly Bomb and Shredder with Krang as a head. Very true.
Yes.
I will
say series is still one of the better ones. Yeah.
Right. The cool thing is if they did the Archie Turtles, there's a bunch of tooling they could reuse because they could do like a comic style, like an Archie Comics wingnut, and they'd only have to tweak essentially the head and a couple things on the torso, and then paint. So. Yeah,
I mean, they had so many good stories in there, like the Future storyline with.
The dystopian future story in the Archie Comics version of Turtles still is one of those that when I read, I'm like, damn, this is dark. This is from Archie. Like even better yet, this is from Archie in the 90s.
They had some really good stories, and they were more, serious themed than what you were used to.
Yeah, which is awesome. You would see shit like, oh damn it, it fell apart. I was trying to. Let's see if I can get this to work. You'd have shit like this, just it's an Archie book. No. I
mean, I remember reading that, and all of a sudden, I'm reading. I don't remember what issue it was. All of a sudden, all the mutanimals are dead. They got assassinated.
Just boom, done. Maybe we'll finally get a proper Cowlick figure, dude. If we got a cuddly, give me, dude. Okay, here's my pitch. San Diego Comic-Con 2024. We're in an anniversary year, right? We get a Cuddly the Cowlick box set of the wrestling turtles.
I feel like you pitch this every time we do a stream.
You're goddamn right I do, Dan. You know why? Because I like quality, okay? Oh, thank you for that link, by the way.
It would,
and then you get the
it would be cool if you
guy.
What?
Sorry, you can go.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
I heard referee. Give me a referee figure. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, you get the two announcer guys. What, Tree and Stump? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying, E-Man?
No, I was saying like, yeah, that would be cool if they just did like, if they really wanted to go back into that realm of stuff, like, yeah, why not do wrestling turtles? Wrestling's still pretty, doing pretty good these days. Like, yeah, why not the whole ring? I think one of the things we did suggest, because when we were doing the fast forward stuff was we did have a wrestling ring, and we had double thread and their title belt and all that stuff. Because whenever we would finish off like an episode or something, we would send over what are called client models. And essentially sending them over to Playmates and be like, all right, we would like we could do this. It would be like, oh yeah, we have that one, or we could do like them in their ninja outfit, their what do they call it? I can't remember. They had like these fancy outfits they had worn that was more ninja like, and we just would send them all over. And that was one of the packs we sent with like triple thread, his belt, Raph, and all of them, because Raph wins the title belt in that one, I think.
Mm-hmm. Panther 10, come 2024, I can almost guarantee that we will get a Tournament Fighters pack. Or we'll have a bunch of them in there. Also, Mate, I always throw a Tassa or a shout out. Made 1979 made that awesome diorama that I have down on the lower part of the display. Go check out his work. It's insane. He's also doing Technodrome ones now, and I both love and hate him for it because I don't want to spend the money, but I probably will.
That would be great if he had that that crazy like monitor that the shredder used to sit in with that
hold on.
Bring up
well, does he have that? Oh man.
Hold on.
I think I got it.
Like legitimately. Okay, hold on. Share screen. Boop.
Oh yeah, the portal. That's the portal one. Yeah, there you go. The portal room.
It's so sick.
His work is unbelievable.
Mr. Ryan Clark, take it easy, man. Yeah, he's got all kinds of goodies on here. That just Frankenstein's lab. The sewer layer kitchen is the one that's got me because it's like, oh damn it.
And it connects to the other part. Yeah,
it does.
Look at that. Oh, that's cool.
So dope.
That's sick. Jeez.
But
great work.
Now all you need is the music that they always played when they were they showed the layer. It was like
right. Yeah. Oh, it plays every single time I look at that thing. Like I was literally setting up a scene in there, and then I was resetting up a scene, and I'm like all of a sudden I'm just like I'm humming it. Able to pull off stuff that toy companies can't or won't. Very true. Very true. We are coming up to the last 8 minutes of the show, so real quick, I'm gonna run it around the horn. We'll start up there with Tussler. Tussler, what you got coming down the pipe?
What do I got? I got nothing.
Fucking nailed it. All right, cool. Dan, what you got coming down?
Not too much. This Friday, you can find me at ACW Wisconsin in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. According to Hornswoggle, I have now officially joined their roster, and I will be their permanent referee going forward.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I was very happy about that. That was news to me. I just randomly asked him if he needed me for this next show, and he said, "Of course, you're on every show going forward." Nice. So that is January 7th, and you can find out all future dates at acwwisconsin.com. If you're interested in my flipping stuff, I'm definitely not encouraging anybody to make a purchase, but even if you just want to see what I have, you can go to peeweesebaystore.com to check out everything I have listed on my eBay store that has all my stuff there. Otherwise, we are considering getting the band back together and doing some more episodes of the Bitter Marks podcast, which is a wrestling podcast where we complain about the current product, talk about the old days, and that can be found at Bitter Marks or bittermarks.com, possibly. And I think that's it.
I'm not going to put it in because I'm not sure on that.
That's okay. Yeah, I go by whatever Mitch puts up there. I don't even know the links.
It might have poorly. Mitch, we miss you. Emilio, what you got coming up, man?
Well, I mean, on my podcast Throwdown, which is a gaming podcast, has been on, a little vacation, and this coming week we're going to be back talking about all the things that are going on in the game industry. And then as for me, I'm always doing all kinds of comic stuff. I have a bunch of different projects I probably can't talk about. And but head over to my little @emanland for anything. I'm always posting fun stuff up on there.
It's true. I can vouch for that.
Before we get to Dave, you can also find me in Ethan Page's most recent vlog, or the one that drops tomorrow, I think. Whatever toy vlog he has dropping tomorrow. I'll be in that one, and you can check me out there.
Very, very cool. So that's All Ego Ethan Page. Check him out on the YouTubes.
Thank you.
Fantastic video content. Like, follow, subscribe right here wherever you're watching from. The Dave Wonder channels have been growing steadily, which has been super cool. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up here in the 2022. I can't wait to see what comes from it. Again, usually it's the last Saturday of the month. That didn't quite work out this time around, just because the holidays. But we will be pushing forward with that from here on out for Turtle Talk. I will be back Monday on Monday Foosh Live over on the Foosh's channel with Robo, just chatting up and talking all the wonderful news we missed this week. Then Tuesday and Wednesday back here on the Dave Wonder channels. Tuesday is Tiny Ming Tuesdays, live customizing, shop and talking shop. And Wednesdays is Toys with the Boys, where we will be gripping and ripping all night long. We might even have a couple guests coming by. So make sure you tune in. Again, like, follow, subscribe to all these guys. I'm sorry that I didn't get their socials up. I will drop them into the comments and chat below after this is done, because I know I have them on my notepad document. I just don't know where that is. This is why we have them. Robert throws out, Emilio, nice artwork. See you guys. Shell you later. And Dave, see you with Robo. Hell yeah. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, David. Thank you, Emilio, for hopping on. Always a pleasure. Always a treat. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Turtle power? Yeah.
That'll do. Still work.
Yeah, that was such a bitter bullshit ending. Whatever. I love you guys. Cowabunga. Bye.